So, welcome to a tour of cabin 6114, which is a standard balcony cabin on Queen Victoria, and we are on V521D, which is a cruise which we picked up in Trieste, or Trieste if you're Italian. The first week we finished at Civitavecchia, having stopped at Dubrovnik, Kotor, Corfu and Kefalonia. Today, which is sea day, we're going to second sea day, and we're going to Civitavecchia tomorrow. We're staying on for another week. Quite a few people are getting off. So let's have a look at the storage. It's fine for 2 or 3 weeks, I would say. You've got a tall, full height wardrobe there, which Ruth's got. You've got this one, which has got a number of shelves in and a safe, and if you're really stuck for room, you've got enough space down there to put sort of trousers or skirts or something like that, but we don't need that, so you've got it for my dirty washing and my carry-on bag. But it's too much information, eh folks? This one, another full height wardrobe, has the life jackets in, and then hangers for my clobber. The dressing gowns provided, they're absolutely fine, but they're not a patch on the ones that we had in Princess Club on Queen Mary recently. They were like stroking kitten. These are more like straightforward toweling, but they're absolutely fine, and they're free. The bathroom is not very big. Really, that's all you can say about it. It isn't very big. It's adequate. Neither of us is particularly short. I'm just over 6 feet, and Ruth's about 5'6", 5'7", something like that order. And we've had no problems at all in there. There's just about room. You might get 2 in there if you wanted to get really friendly, but it's not really that big, and it's got a curtain, and it's not the modern style which has got a piece of fabric that doesn't stick, and it's not quite long enough either. It just barely goes into the tray, so you've got to be a little bit cute. It doesn't go out and end up putting water on the floor when you're using it, but that's a minor thing. You've got a clothesline which clips in just behind the shower head around there, and we see it, yeah, up there. Air vent, of course. 2 bath towels, but they are unfortunately over the toilet. Standard cruise ship toilet, but it's in the right place. You've got no obstructions. The paper is where you want it. Easy reach, no problems at all. And you've got hand towels over there. One thing I do like is this shaver socket, because it takes British 2-pin, which is not quite the same as a continental 2-pin, so that's nice, because when I want to charge my toothbrush up, normally I end up having a stack of adapters just to try and find one that will do it, but nevertheless that one worked absolutely fine. You still get Penhaligon's Quercus products. You get shampoo, you get shower gel, which is in the shower, surprise surprise, hand and body moisturising cream, which is nice, and you've got some liquid soap for use in the sink. You're also provided with cotton wool balls and Q-tip type bits and pieces and some tissues, and there's a little bin down in the bottom of there. Somewhere, there we go. Trying to persuade this camera to do stuff, and spare loo rolls under there as well. The bedroom is set up with the beds pushed together, making a very large, very comfortable bed. Pillows are a bit hard, but I only really need one of them, so we can both manage like that. No sockets on either side of the bed. You've got the switches for these bedside lights and for the main lights in the cabin, but otherwise no sockets. You've got 3 more drawers in the bedside cabinets, and which is great. It really does mean that you've got plenty of storage room, and they've all got just a little bit of a catch, so they can't slide open if it does get a bit rough, which it certainly hasn't this cruise. We've been remarkably lucky with the weather and the state of the water. On this wall you've got 2 coat hangers, double coat hangers, you can keep quite a lot of stuff there. The telly's quite a nice one. We haven't watched it particularly, except for the cruise information channel, which tells you where you are and your heading and so on. Today's been an interesting day. We're coming from Kefalonia to Civitavecchia on this sea day, and we've passed between mainland Italy and Sicily on the Messina Strait. So we've passed Etna this morning and Stromboli this afternoon, 2 out of the 4 apparently active volcanoes in Italy. I know of Vesuvius, I'm not sure what the 4th one is. This roof's got the same type of cupboard on this side. We've got a nice, very comfortable twin sofa. It's not a sofa bed, and a little table. There's a desk and I suppose makeup area. You've got your lights for that up there as well, but these are the only sockets you've got. You've got a 220 volt European, a 230 volt UK socket, and 215 volt American 3-pins, and that's your lot. So make sure you pack your adapters when you come in on here in multiple outlets for preference. You see Paulie Panda stowed away in my case again. A little devil crawled in at some point. The kettle, which is plugs into the UK socket. There is another socket in the back, another European socket, but we've never bothered with that. All the water and the booze is chargeable, which you haven't touched. You get tea, coffee, milk, sugar, sweetener and what have you, and some sable drettes, bickies, and they're quite nice. In this drawer you've got the hairdryer, which we've found quite adequate, and it's also given us room besides for some other of my technical clutter. The fridge has a mini bar in it, which is, as I say, that's chargeable. Everything in there is chargeable, the coke and what have you. that isn't actually the half bottle of bubbly that you get on embarkation day, which I haven't touched yet. And I think that's pretty much the cabin. We've been perfectly comfortable in here. No particular noise, no issues. In fact, a couple of nights ago we had an incident overnight, which the captain told us about the following day. There was an alarm that they were pulled into to check for a potential issue. The SOLAS, Safety at Lives at Sea regulations came in, and they were commandeered by the local Coast Guard and spent 2 hours in the night doing a search area before it was all called off. Thought to be a false alarm, but we never felt a thing. But the captain did apologise to those at the stern because they'd been forced to make some quite sharp turns. So the balcony, nice balcony, good size, similar size to the one on Queen Mary. Problem with this, not really a problem as such, but the catch doesn't work. The lock works fine, but the catch doesn't. That's absolutely stuck. Undo the lock and you're out. We've had a couple of showers today. The cloud is burning off and it's turning into quite a nice day again. So what can we say? I would guess that the balcony is about 7 or 8 feet, just over 2 meters deep, probably 12 feet, so about 3.5 meters wide. We've got 2 chairs which are adjustable. You have a little thing, a bit like a deck chair arrangement in the back, and you can lift it up and then move it back like that and have it leaning if you want to loaf around a bit. They are very comfortable like that, and we've got a small table for bringing a drink out if we so desire. But as I said just now, we've had remarkable luck with the weather so far. Very slight seas. This is about as bad as it's been, and it's probably no more than a metre. You can just feel the ship move. Only just. As you would hope, really. But yeah, we did about 15, 16 knots, I believe. Heading for Civitavecchia tomorrow. Getting in there for about 6 o'clock from what the captain said today. And thanks for watching. I hope you've found this useful. It's a nice cabin. We haven't particularly missed the Britannia Club, which we had on Queen Mary. The Britannia Restaurant on here has been absolutely excellent. The staff have been glorious, and James, our room steward, has been superb as well. None of them can do enough for you. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.